Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about something super duper important, our fur babies. Specifically, how to show them we love them. Alright, first things first. Understanding your doggo's body language. It's like learning a whole new language, except instead of verbs and nouns, it's tail wags and ear wiggles. And trust me, it's way more fun than Spanish class. You know how your dog goes bonkers with the tail wags when you come home? That's their way of saying, OMG, you're back. Where were you? Did you bring snacks? But then, there are times when that tail goes all low and tucked between their legs, like they're trying to hide something. Spoiler alert, they're probably scared or anxious. And don't even get me started on the ears. Pointed up and forward? They're feeling like the boss, alert and ready for action. Flattened against their head. Honey, something's not right. They might be scared, stressed, or plotting to steal your snacks. You never know with these furry masterminds. Speaking of masterminds, let's talk about those puppy dog eyes. You know, the ones all big and innocent, like they haven't eaten an entire roll of paper towels. Those eyes are powerful, man. They can convince you to share your pizza, forgive a chewed-up shoe, maybe even buy them a whole new toy bin. But eyes can also tell you when your dog is feeling less than stellar. If they're avoiding eye contact or their eyes seem wide and panicked, something's up. It's like when you see your ex in public and you're trying to disappear into your oversized hoodie. Awkward. Now, when your dog is feeling chill and happy, their eyes will be soft and relaxed, maybe even a little squinty, like they're trying to remember if they buried a bone in the backyard. It's pure bliss, and it's contagious. So pay attention to the eyes, people. It's like a direct line to their furry little souls. And who knows, maybe you'll learn their secret for getting out of speeding tickets. Okay, you guys know I'm all about that eye contact. I mean, it's how I hypnotized Julian into getting me those Gucci slides, but that's a story for another time. Turns out, eye contact is super important for bonding with your doggo too. Think of it like this. When you lock eyes with your furry bestie, it's like having a whole conversation without saying a word. It's deep, man. Scientists say that when you make eye contact with your dog, both of your brains get flooded with this magical hormone called oxytocin. You know, the cuddle hormone, the love chemical, the I'm so glad you're my person juice. And the best part? You don't need a fancy degree in dog whispering to make it happen. Just look into those big, beautiful eyes. Unless they just rolled in something gross, then maybe wait a sec. And let the love flow. It's like a staring contest, but instead of losing, you both win a surge of pure happiness. Okay, so a word of caution. There's a fine line between loving eye contact and like full-on stalker vibes. We're going for soft and sweet, not intense and terrifying. Imagine if someone stared at you without blinking while you were trying to enjoy your morning coffee. Not cool, right? So how do you avoid being that person to your dog? Easy peasy. Keep it short and sweet. Think lingering glances, not laser beams of intensity. And for the love of all things furry, please remember to blink. Blinking shows your dog you're chill and approachable, not about to challenge them to a duel. And remember, every dog is different. Some dogs are all about the eye contact, while others are like, dude, personal space. Pay attention to your dog's body language. If they seem uncomfortable or start backing away, give them some space. No one likes a stage 5 clinger, not even your dog. Okay, so, you know how sometimes you just want to cuddle up with your dog and give them all the pets? It's like a natural instinct, right? But did you know there's a science to it? It's true. Dogs have these sweet spots that they absolutely love to be touched. It's like finding the perfect spot on your back that always needs scratching, but for your dog. And trust me, once you find those magical spots, your dog will be in doggy heaven. Think about it. You wouldn't want someone just randomly poking you all over, right? Dogs have preferences too. A classic fave for most pups is a good ear scratch. Like right behind the ears, you know, where it gets all soft and fluffy. Yeah, that's the spot. or like a gentle rub on their chest. Those areas are like nerve central for dogs, so it feels extra amazing for them. Start with slow and gentle strokes, like you're trying to butter a biscuit without breaking it, and watch how your dog reacts. If they're like melting into your hand or closing their eyes all sleepy-like, you're doing it right. You've officially become the master of pets. Listen, petting your dog isn't just about randomly rubbing them wherever you feel like it. Okay, maybe sometimes it is, but there's actually a lot more to it. It's like a whole love language for dogs. Think about it. You wouldn't want someone just like throwing words at you without any feeling, right? It's the same with petting. Those gentle strokes and scratches are your way of saying, hey buddy, I love you, you're awesome, and your fur is super soft. It's all about that connection, man. When you take the time to pet your dog with love and attention, it strengthens your bond and makes them feel secure and happy. It's like a warm hug, but with less awkward arm placement. And the best part, it's a two-way street. Studies have actually shown that petting a dog can release all those feel-good hormones in your brain too. Okay, you guys, we all know dogs love going on walks. It's like their favorite thing in the world. Like, have you ever seen a dog get excited about literally anything else? I mean, they go absolutely bonkers. My dogs lose their minds even if I just look at the leash. It's like they have a sixth sense for it. They turn into these little furry tornadoes of pure, unadulterated joy. It's like watching a whirlwind of happiness. It's honestly kind of embarrassing, but at the same time, it's so heartwarming to see them so happy. But seriously, taking your dog for daily walks is like the ultimate act of love. It's a routine that benefits both of you. It's not just about letting them sniff every fire hydrant on the block. Although, let's be real, that's a big part of it. It's their way of exploring the world. It's about giving them a chance to stretch their legs, explore the world, and just be a dog. They need that freedom to roam and discover. Plus, it's good for you too. Walking is a great form of exercise and a wonderful way to clear your mind. Unless you step in poop, then it's not good. But hey, it's all part of the adventure, right? Walking your dog is also a great way to bond. It's a special time just for the two of you. It's like your own little adventure together. Every walk is a new journey, filled with new sights and smells. You can talk to them about your day, even though they probably don't understand a word you're saying. It's therapeutic. And let's be real, they're probably more interested in that squirrel over there anyway. But that's okay, it's all part of the fun. The point is you're spending quality time together, getting some fresh air, and maybe even getting a little exercise. It's a win-win. Just try not to get too distracted by your phone and accidentally walk into a tree. Trust me, it's easier than you think. I've totally never done that before. Nope, not me. But if you do, just laugh it off and keep walking. Now, I know what you're thinking. Jenna, walking my dog every single day sounds like a lot of work. And you know what? You're not wrong. It can be exhausting, especially after a long day at work or when the weather isn't cooperating. Sometimes I'd rather just stay in my pajamas and watch reality TV with my dogs. It's tempting to just relax and not move a muscle, but trust me, putting in the effort is worth it. The joy and excitement on your dog's face make it all worthwhile. One way to make walks more fun for both of you is to mix things up a bit. Variety is the spice of life after all. Instead of doing the same boring route every day, try going to a different park, exploring a new neighborhood, or even venturing into a nearby forest. Or even just letting your dog lead the way for a change. You might discover new places you never knew existed. They might surprise you and take you somewhere cool. Dogs have a natural curiosity that can lead to unexpected adventures. Or they might just try to eat a discarded hot dog from the sidewalk. It's always an adventure with them. It's a gamble, but that's part of the fun, right? Those unexpected moments are what make the walks memorable. And don't forget about playtime. It's essential for their happiness and well-being. Walks are great, but sometimes your dog needs to really cut loose and get those zoomies out. They need to burn off that extra energy. So find a safe place where they can run around like a maniac, play some fetch, or even try some agility training. It's a great way to keep them fit. Agility training can be a fun challenge for both of you. It helps build their confidence and strengthens your bond. The important thing is to keep them active and engaged, both physically and mentally. A stimulated dog is a happy dog. Plus, a tired dog is a well-behaved dog. After a good workout, they'll be more relaxed and less likely to cause trouble. And who doesn't love a well-behaved dog? It's a win-win for everyone, except maybe those people who are allergic to dogs. They might not appreciate the extra fur and dander, but they're missing out, let's be real. The joy and companionship of a dog are unmatched. Okay, so we've talked about the importance of walkies and playtime. These activities are essential for keeping your dog happy and healthy. But now let's talk about training. Training is not just about teaching your dog tricks. It's about building a strong, trusting relationship. I know, it doesn't sound as fun as throwing a frisbee around, but trust me, it can be just as enjoyable for both you and your dog. But trust me, training your dog doesn't have to be a chore. In fact, it can be a fun and rewarding experience for both of you. In fact, it can actually be a really great bonding experience. You'll find that your dog looks forward to these sessions as much as you do. Positive reinforcement training is all about rewarding your dog for good behavior, instead of punishing them for bad behavior. This method helps to build trust and encourages your dog to repeat the good behaviors. Because let's be real, nobody likes being yelled at, especially not our furry little besties. They thrive on love and positive vibes. So how do you actually do it? Well, it's pretty simple. It all starts with understanding what motivates your dog. When your dog does something you like sit, stay, or follow any command, or come when called, because seriously, why do they always run the other way? You need to be ready to reward them immediately. You immediately give them a reward. This helps them make the connection between the action and the reward. And that reward can be anything that motivates them, whether it's a tasty treat, their favorite toy, or even just some good old-fashioned praise and pets. Whether it's a tasty treat, their favorite toy, or even just some good old-fashioned praise and pets. The key is to find what your dog loves the most, or even just some good old-fashioned praise and pets. The key is to be consistent and patient. The key is to be consistent and patient. Training takes time, and every dog learns at their own pace. Just like with humans, dogs learn at their own pace. Some dogs pick up commands quickly, while others need a bit more time and encouragement. Some dogs are like, "Oh, you want me to sit for a treat? Easy peasy." They get it right away and are eager to please. And then there are other dogs, like my Chihuahua Marbles, who look at you like you're speaking another language. They need a bit more patience and understanding, who look at you like you're speaking another language. But with time and positive reinforcement, even the most confused pup can learn. And then they try to eat the couch. But remember, every dog has their quirks, and with love and patience, you can guide them to better behavior. Now I know what you're thinking. Jenna, this all sounds great, but I don't want my dog to become a treat-obsessed monster. And you know what? I feel you. Nobody wants a dog who's only nice to them because they think they're going to get a cookie. But here's the thing. Positive reinforcement training is about so much more than just treats. It's about building a strong, positive relationship with your dog based on trust and communication. It's about showing them that you're proud of them and that you love spending time with them, even when they're being total weirdos. And let's be real, even if your dog does become a little bit treat motivated, is that really the worst thing in the world? I mean, I'm definitely motivated by food and wine and online shopping, but that doesn't make me a bad person, right? Right? The point is, positive reinforcement training is a win-win for everyone involved. Your dog gets to learn some cool new tricks. You get to brag to all your friends about how well-behaved your dog is. And most importantly, you get to strengthen the bond between you and your furry little soulmate. And at the end of the day, isn't that what being a dog owner is all about? So there you have it. Those are just a few of the many ways you can show your dog how much you love them. And trust me, they know. even if they don't always show it in the most conventional ways. Like sometimes my dog shows her love by sitting on my face at 5 in the morning. It's not ideal, but hey, I appreciate the sentiment. The most important thing is to be present, be patient, and be consistent. Dogs are simple creatures. They just want to feel loved and safe and to know that they're part of the pack. And in return, they'll give you unconditional love, endless entertainment, and enough dog hair to knit a whole other dog. It's a pretty sweet deal if you ask me. So go out there, give your dog a big hug, or maybe just a gentle pat if they're not into the whole hugging thing, and let them know how much they mean to you. And if you happen to have some treats handy, well, that never hurts either.